Hello everybody and welcome back to the Redmen TV. We are here after Liverpool have just beaten and just manoeuvred their way to the fifth round of the FA Cup by beating Cardiff at home in an early lunchtime kickoff. And it did seem like there was a few sleepy heads still at the ground when the game first kicked off, because it did seem a little bit quiet. There wasn't the usual atmosphere. A lot of people feeding that back to us in the chat earlier if you caught us on the watch along. Hello, welcome to everybody that's watching on Twitter, by the way. But yes, Liverpool beat Cardiff 3-1 in the end, 3-1. So now you're here with me and we're going to jump through the actual comments and your reactions to it. So we're going to go through the YouTube comments and we'll go over to the Twitter comments as well in a moment. So if you're on Twitter, make sure you get your comments in now. Let us see what your thoughts are, how you're feeling after that game, some of the performances, some of the standout performances, some of the dodgy bits that you didn't really like as well. Let us know your thoughts and we'll dive over to YouTube right now and see what the chat is saying. So Hilton Lamb says, what's popping, bro? We've just got through to the fifth round of the FA Cup. It's a Sunday afternoon. Everything's good where we are, so hope you're enjoying the day wherever you are in the world as well. Andy App comes back and says, brilliant win for the lads today. Great to see Harvey back with a bang and a promising debut from Diaz as well. On to the next round and we focus on Leicester. Also, good luck to Mo and Sadio tonight. Yes. I know a lot of Liverpool fans have got vested interests in the final of the AFCON tonight as well. So people will be keeping their eyes firmly fixed on that. Samuel Charles says deserved victory. Yeah, I think it was. I think we broke it down on the final whistle, me and Steve, before, and we spoke about the amount of possession that we had in terms of the dominance in terms of the shots that we had, as opposed to Cardiff, and we was far superior for most of the game really. So I do feel it was a deserved win. Brian Glow says, good win today. So happy to see Diaz get an assist on his debut and to see all the returning players. An amazing goal by Harvey. He looked really, really sharp and he did, like, the kid's magic. And as I'm going straight over to the Twitter as well, one of the first replies to your thoughts is just this amazing picture of Harvey Elliott just there, just boom. Like literally, that's it. There, just you can see the emotion and the passion in the lad's face. I think it was a big moment for him, especially off the back of that injury that he suffered earlier in the season, and what an opportunity like this to get the third goal. The game's, it wasn't really on a knife edge. We was in complete dominance at that point of the game, but to just kind of top things off and the way that he finished it was a great cross by Robbo. I just thought, for him, it meant a lot, and you could see for the rest of the team around him as well, the way they all kind of greeted him afterwards. It was fantastic to see. So that is a man like Harvey. And you know what? Me personally, I used to have a favourite Harvey Specter. If you know from Suits, but this kid, he has got all of the makings of a real boss. So he is a true baller, definitely. Jimmy Fallon says, not to mention a great little start for Diaz showing his feet. Yes, that was Johnny Fallon, sorry, there with the chat. It was really, really good tenacity there from him. He didn't give up on it. He didn't think that the situation had gone. He fought when everyone else might have just thought, it's going to go out for a goal kick or anything like that. He just thought, no, there's still something in this. He sniffed blood and he put it on a plate for Taki Minamino. Dean Foley says, Diaz and Elliott, nuff said. Just mic drop. That's it. We're out. Like literally. No, do you know what? I think that was another key thing. I think after getting that first goal, the next biggest catalyst for us really was that double substitution that Klopp made. I think he got that absolutely spot on. Bring the two lads that the whole fan base have been dying to see. From a Harvey perspective, we've been dying to see him come back from his injury. And Diaz, obviously, the earlier we can get this guy acclimatised to not necessarily the league, but the cultural difference of English football, the better. So I just thought that was a little masterstroke from Klopp there in the way that he managed to get those lads on the pitch and kind of give the crowd a lift in the same process. Slow rolling Mark says, Jota, brilliant again. Nice assist from Diaz and a class finish from Harvey, all in a good day. Shame we conceded though. Yeah, I kind of summed it up before. I'm on the side of the fence that I do believe Gallagher was a very, very, very lucky man, and on another day he could have easily been sent off for that challenge. So the fact that they did end up getting a consolation goal, I don't know if that balances it out. They probably won't feel that way, but that's how I'm justifying it in my head anyway. So yeah, I understand it is a bit of a shame, but I think for that challenge, Kelleher did deserve to concede at least one goal. But yeah, Jota breaking the deadlock for us was absolutely magnificent in that, and well done Trent for the assist. Karim79 LFC. He says, it was a bit of a lacklustre first half, but improved all round in the second. Disappointing game from Jones. I thought after a few encouraging performances from him, these guys need to take the opportunities when they get to play, but it was encouraging from Diaz, and he puts the added little flame emoji because we are cooking on gas at the moment. We are, and I think the prospect of bringing back the two lads that are still in the AFCON, you know, keeping the midfielders fit, having these attacking options that all want to be able to pop up and create something. Taki's getting in and amongst the goals. Like right now, I said at the start of the streams today, if Taki can take his League Cup form into his FA Cup games now, he could be a key player for us in this run. He's just got another chance now to go and impress against Norwich. So I'm made up for those lads. And again, it's more game time for the likes of Diaz and your Joneses. Yeah, I take that point on board. I think that was one of the first players I probably would have picked. He probably was the weakest out of that midfield for me. But I don't think he was poor. I just think he was a little bit underwhelming. But again, that might just be rust. That might just be lack of rhythm. Could be a few factors in that. But again, you know, we're all entitled to bad games. That's why there's another 10 players on the pitch, because they'll step up if you're not able to. And I think in the end, we definitely did. Devon says, started poor, probably lucky to not have Kelleher sent off. Diaz is going to be nice, and welcome back Harvey. Yeah, I think you and me are in the same boat then, mate. I think we genuinely feel that Kelleher was very lucky to still be on the pitch. I don't know, because we wasn't listening to what any kind of commentary was saying afterwards, and I've not heard any post analysis, but there was obviously a reason why VAR didn't deem it to be, you know, a dangerous play, or didn't deem it to be a straight red card. So, you know, we can take that on the chin, but again, I think it was just a rush of blood. It's something that he has to learn from, though, because he can't be doing that in the Premier League, because I think, you know, in the Premier, getting sent off for that all day. Anfield Miracle says, good to see Harvey back with a bang. The Diaz cameo was promising. Minamino was my man of the match. Thought he showed real endeavour throughout. Yeah, do you know what? I think that's a really good point, and I think that was something that we've kind of picked on already, really, within the final word. It's the fact that Minamino, when he offers the ball, usually he's quite quick to just giving goals or 1-2s, or he'll just knock it off to somebody else, and he doesn't really like to dribble with the ball or drive with the ball as much. But if he's got that nice footwork, if he can keep the ball close to his body and draw the fouls in from the opposition, then I think he should start doing more of that, and just showing, as you know, Anfield Miracle says there, that endeavour to get on the ball and that little bit of desire. It didn't hurt at all for us. I think he was unlucky with the first one because it was offside. He wasn't offside. I think it was Timakash, but obviously he does get his goal in the end. Jackson says, Diaz reminded me of another Luis with his goal line footwork. Who do you mean, bro? Nah, I'm only messing. Yes, it was very reminiscent of a Mr. Certain Suarez. But you know what? If this Luis now can go and play Norwich and set Anfield alight with some goals against them, then yes, the comparisons can really stand some weight then. I think we'd all love to see that. A new Lewis taking the mantle for terrorising the life out of Norwich. I think we could all do with a little bit of that in our lives right now. Bucks better. Beta says, better second half once we got the goal. Good start for Diaz, and so happy for Harvey. Yeah, I think you know, the sentiment's the same throughout, and I think it's nice, it's refreshing that we're bringing other players' names into the conversation now. We've been so heavily reliant on the Mo's, the Manes, to an extent the Jotas this season. I know that Fabinho's been, you know, a big standout performer in January as well. We're always singing the praises of Virgil van Dijk, but it is nice to see that, you know, great that it's promising a young lad that's come in, and it's a signing, and it's always nice when they can kind of hit the ground running. But obviously all the fan base has got a lot of love for the journey that Harvey Elliott's been on over the last couple of months, and to see all of his work now, the hard work that he's put in behind the scenes in that rehabilitation to get back to the level, but be able to perform again of that level and not really show any dip or any drop in form is absolutely phenomenal. I can't understate that enough. So huge credit to that young lad, because he's absolutely smashed it today. J Boy _ Barkley says, Can't wait to have the options of Salah, Mane, Jota, Firmino, Diaz, Elliott, Thiago sharing the pitch at different times. Ridiculous attacking threat. And yeah, I mean, they're heavy hitters, them, aren't they? Like, you know, you got Salah there. He wants to be in contention for Ballon d'Ors. You've got Mr. Senegal. You've got Mr. Portugal. The only real Portuguese right now that's actually repping it in the Prem, but that's another story for another day. And we know what Firmino brings to this team. We know he can be the heartbeat for that attacking line, no matter who's going to play alongside him. But now we've got interchangeable parts where you can argue the level doesn't drop off. Now it's still yet to see how much of Diaz's level we'll see between now and the end of the season, but it's a threat. It's a new threat that we've got now that's at our disposal, and I think that is going to be absolutely key as well. So let's just head straight back over to the YouTube comments because they've came flooding back in. We've got a couple of super chats, so thank you for sitting with us and sharing your thoughts. I do appreciate it. I really do enjoy doing this show, by the way. It is fun to kind of just sit in and just get some different perspectives of how everybody else sees a game. So it is nice to get some in the moment feedback from you guys. Obviously, me and Steve in the next, I'd say, probably half an hour. I know Steve's going to come back, so stick around. Give him a hand with the player ratings because I think it's going to be one of them. You could do it two ways, obviously split it over the two halves, but he's probably going to need a hand with that. So stick around in the next 10-15 minutes for that. And then after that, if you're a Redmen Plus subscriber, you will be able to watch the instant match reaction live with me and Steve as well. If you haven't, go get yourself signed up to that as well. Definitely worth it. We've got all that back catalogue, all the documentaries, some new documentaries that are coming out and pending as well. Check out the Twitters, check out the links. You'll find tons and tons of content there to keep you happy. And hopefully, as I say, you'll stick around with us as we take you through the rest of the afternoon with the post-match content. So we've got Jolie family says, who to support tonight? Do you know what? I'm torn, if I'm being completely honest with you. I haven't really got a preference of... I've got a preference for both of them for very different reasons. I just hope that it's a hard one. Like, my heart's saying Mane, but my head's saying Salah, because Salah's level, if he can continue it, he will just drag us over the line in so many competitions this season. But the threat of having a world-class Mane complementing a Salah is unbelievable concept for me as well. So I'm torn, long and short. Liam Bento says, Errol, I really hope that is the goal that properly kickstarts Harvey's Liverpool career. What a prospect we have on our hands up the Reds. Absolutely, mate. That is a really good way to put it as well, to be fair, because we mentioned earlier, you know, some of these other young lads that we've had that have had setbacks or injuries or been given opportunities and not really, you know, took them. It is about taking those opportunities, getting that goal, getting that feel for it, and knowing that you can kick on from there. You've not got like the monkey on your back then for too long. You've done it, and I think he's done it in a really really respectable fashion. You know what? You've been injured on this out for God knows how many months, and then you come back and do something like that with that finish. Yeah, he's definitely lit the torch paper there in his Liverpool career. Eric Forbes says, great win with a younger generation of Liverpool players breaking through. Yeah, absolutely true. Mo and Sadio happy, yet they'll probably be very happy as well. They can come back to a 5th round tie. Again, Eric Forbes says Taki was a bright spark today. No, I agree. I think I've already mentioned that. I think he was a lot better when he was on the ball. He was a lot braver, and I thought he was really good centrally for us today. Danny Donovan there with the £2 super chat. Thank you for the super chat, my guy, and thank you for sticking around and obviously giving us a little bit of your thoughts and your time today. The quadruple is still on the Reds. Love heart, cups, the wink, you never walk alone. He's got it. He's feeling it. He's got all that energy. Do you know what? I'm not even going to argue it right now. I'm half feeling it too, to be honest. I think the big ones are still at ask. There's a lot of work still to be done in the Champions League, and there's still a great deal of work to be done in the Premier League as well. But the cups, with the team we've got now at our disposal, we really should be looking to get a stranglehold of these, and you know, we'd be strong favourites for the FA Cup if we do get past Norwich, I believe, as well. Jolie family says, who to support in the AFCON final? Eeny, meeny, Mane, Mo. That's not a bad one, to be fair, fella. Andy App says, Klopp speaking to ITV says that Diaz will be absolutely fine after his slight knock. Yes, I'm glad you mentioned that, because I think that gave a lot of, especially me and Steve in the studio, I think it gave a lot of us anxiety, palps the lot. We was fearing the worst when he kind of held his hand up at one point. So thank you for giving us that little bit of knowledge there as well, because I hadn't heard any of Klopp's post-match interview. So it's good. We've got the red guy. He's just joined us. Welcome to the first team. He's a first team member. So thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the watch along earlier today, if you managed to catch that. Eric Forbes says Diaz is a lot taller than I thought. He's going to be a good header of the ball. Hopefully some of our smaller guys are probably the most potent headers of the ball that I've seen in a while for us. And again, that Cardiff kid who scored looked good, powerful, might be one to keep an eye on for the future. Yeah, I don't know a lot about him, if I'm completely honest, Eric, mate. But he took his finish really well, to be fair to him. It's Crossbow with the £4.49 super chat. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. He says, Elliott was amazing. Thank God Diaz didn't get injured. I'm so excited when Mane and Salah come back. Our second half of the season, I think that's meant to say, looks promising, so I am excited. Yeah, we've got a lot to be excited for. Not only have we've got a final to look forward to. Champions League's going to be coming back in a couple of weeks. We've also got another tie within this. The lads that are coming back from injury, the lads that are coming back from AFCON, it's all building to something special, and I'll say it with chest right now. I feel like something special is brewing within this Liverpool camp, and I'm happy that the lads at the Redmen, will be here with you guys to take you along on the journey. The red guy again says, I definitely think that Jones could become a top-class player. He's good on the ball, just needs to add some consistency and end product. Yeah, a little bit of decision-making in that as well, I feel. He's got all the makings of a really sound... He's already quality of the Premier League. Will he go through those gears and become one of England's bright sparks? I believe he has got that potential, but again, it's just bending him in. There are always going to be your off games. You're always going to have a little bit of rust after being off for X amount of weeks. I would not be writing Curtis Jones off at this point in time. Absolutely not. He's been really, really useful for us in that January period. Helped us out a lot in those Arsenal games, and I think he definitely has a very strong future for us as well. Finally, again, Lias, sorry if I've butchered your name there on the super chat, with the £1.79. February, and we're still in 4 comps. So proud. You never walk alone. Yeah, this is a different animal altogether. This is like a Liverpool under Klopp we have yet to see. You've probably not seen it like this under Klopp's reign. So it's exciting, and for all the right reasons. Last couple before I sign off and then hand over to Steve, because he'll be coming to do his player rating, so make sure you stick around to catch those. And don't forget, you can help him out and get your thoughts and your ratings in by getting into the chat and giving him the scores that you feel the players deserved. Gareth Bale said, I wanted the match to go to extra time at the end so Diaz could score. No, I don't think I could have took that. I think the lads just needed 90 minutes in the legs. That definitely didn't need any extra time. And I don't think we're going to have to wait too long for Diaz to get a goal. That's what my gut's telling me. Key to Start also says, the little stop on the line and the cutback assist from Diaz was special sauce. Yeah, yeah. Back with the sauce chat. Yes, he has got that extra bit of spice. All the flames there. Gareth Bale says, the quadruple is on, lads. Come on, you never walk alone. And Hilton Lamb says, Taki showing more aggression and strength. It is good to see. Absolutely. And again, I think he did get that goal, finished it really well. It was a good move. And again, big shout out to Timikas as well for his work and his hand in that second goal as well, really. But again, I want to say thank you for sticking around, letting me know your thoughts. Happy day, happy Sundays. It's nice, easy like a Sunday morning, some might say. It wasn't light work, but in the end, we got it over the line. It was a professional job. Liverpool had far too much for this Cardiff team today. I know that they was playing a bit of a second-string squad anyway, but we just showed we could outmuscle them. And in the end, real quality really is what's clutch. So again, thank you for watching. Stick around. Still got plenty more post-match content for you to stay tuned to. And I will see you again soon. Peace.
Hey guys, the January transfer window is open, so I'm sure you guys are looking for the latest news, who's coming to Liverpool, who's going, and all that kind of stuff. Well, we've got you covered on Redmen Plus. Every week in January, we'll have Neil Jones in our studio live for Journo Insight. He will be telling you the comings, the goings, and everything you need to know for this January. How do you watch it? I hear you ask. Very, very simple. Head on over to the redmentv.com and sign up for Redmen Plus.